Hello, today we're going to talk about TPSM failure on a W222 or 2016 Mercedes Benz S550. Notice the indicator on the dashboard is flashing, and it's been flashing like that for about a week to 2 weeks. More than likely you have a TPSM failure, and this is even if you put air in that tire and all your air are up to snuff, and you go into your dash after you've been driving for some time, you go into the service, and you go into either message or the tire pressure, you can see that you're missing a TPSM icon or for that wheel or that sensor. And more than likely, that sensor probably malfunctioned or it's just gone. Now, these sensors, they have tiny little batteries inside of them that last about 5 years. Well, how old is this car? This car is 2016, and what's this year? This is 2021. And this is what a TPSM sensor look like. It looks just like this, and there go the little numbers or the codes you would input if you have a scanner, if you're going to use a scanner to input it in. The part number for the TPSM sensor is 009050030. Now, what are some of the reasons why a TPSM would fail? One is battery life, like I said before. The battery life only lasts maybe around 5 years. So usually the lifespan of the TPSM battery is around that time span. And yeah, after a while it does go bad. And there's no way to replace that battery. It's a sealed component. There's no way to open it up and change the battery out. More than likely you have to order another one of these. Another reason is corrosion. And corrosion is due to the environmental change these TPSM operate in. Natural corrosion will occur over time. This will weaken the valve stem, causing it to either crack or snap, and that's eventually. That's not something that'll happen tomorrow. Then you have the aftermarket valve caps. Those are those shiny chrome or sparky valve caps that may look great on your wheels, but they're not actually great for your TPSM sensor. But let me just show you what the aftermarket valve cap look like. So this is what an aftermarket valve cap look like. It's shiny chrome, and normally with the TPSM sensor you get the plastic one that comes over it. So eventually that valve cap will seize. Why do I have it on my car? Because I do my own maintenance on the car and I can get away with it. To say I basically stay on top of this car, and they look great, but eventually they'll seize and they're kind of hard to get off, and you probably need like a pliers or something to take them off. So let's see if we can take off. So this is what you call a aftermarket valve cap. They look great, like I said, but it's not really great for the TPM sensor. Let's go ahead and put that in. Okay, and the last thing that can cause these TPM sensor to fail is what you call the impact. We're not just talking about you banging your car against a curb when you're parking. We're talking about those pesky potholes. They're notorious in New York, and those can be to blame as well. So what do we do, and how do we get this fixed? There's two ways you can actually get this to work. One, you want to go to your local tire shop, have them replace it. Very simple to do. And the second way, you can go to your dealership and have them replace it. You'll probably pay a hefty fee for that as well. And after this has been replaced, in your rim, two ways to actually go about it and getting them to work or getting them to sync up with your car. One is to drive your car for 15 minutes, and eventually they will pick up the rest of the sensor. The other way is use a scanner and enter the ID code for that. So let's go into press the home button. We're going to scroll down, and we're not going to see anything because we have to drive for a while before we see anything. Of course, you're going to get the message. Tire pressure will be displayed after driving a few minutes. So we'll come back to that, and let me show you what the screen actually looked like if you have a faulty TPSM sensor. So the tire pressure came up for each tire, and you see that the missing TPSM is the right rear, and it's just showing the PSI. If it's been like that for about a week to 2 weeks, more than likely your TPSM is defective, has to be changed out. So let's go to the tire shop, get that changed, and then we'll show you what to do next. Okay, so now that we have our TPSM sensor changed, this is what the old sensor looked like. As you can see, it's old. And if I didn't mention before, what TPSM stands for is Tire Pressure Monitoring System, which basically tells you how much air you have in your tires. We'll scroll down, go to service, tire pressure, and of course this will display. And we're gonna drive for a good 15 minutes until that symbol disappears. And let's just see. We can go ahead and take a look at the time, and let's drive. Okay, as you can see, the symbol went away, and we're looking at the time, so not even 15 minutes, it's sooner. We're gonna go ahead and check, make sure all our tire pressure is there. We can go down, hit the home button, then we're gonna scroll down to service. We're gonna go to tire pressure, and there we go. We have all our tire pressure being indicated. The TPSM symbol, or the tire pressure monitoring system, is gone off your dashboard, and it's great. Subscribe and like to this video, and I'll talk to you soon.